So before Cole came to Cornerstone, well, with his addiction, you could tell that he was struggling. It was a bit of a conundrum, a bit of just almost chaotic at some points, because here you could see this amazing and wonderful human being who does care, who does not only, love and respect others, but he does have that self-love and respect, but at that time it wasn't there. So when the addiction started to really settle in, you could tell that he just wasn't fully there. He was there when he wanted to be, but for the most part he was kind of wanting to do his own thing and kind of keep out of the picture. And that's the most sad part, because when you're not around, it's noticeable, right? So our younger brother actually sought out Cornerstone himself. He had been through a few rehabilitative programs already, I think 2, and I remembered picking him up from that second rehab, and we were also happy for him. I was over the moon for him, because I know, going through that type of rigorous program is no joke and all, but it was only a few months after that when he relapsed again, and he realized, this is gonna, I must do something for myself. And he was just, I don't know, Google, just researching on the internet, and came across Cornerstone and sensed, there is a community out here, there's a right mindset and lifestyle that he could really assimilate into. And I guess, truth be told, look where we are now and how well he's doing and all that. He was clearly right in knowing what he wanted and finding this place. It was probably the first time that I came and saw him after he had been at Cornerstone for some time. He wasn't only just verbally expressing his remorse, but you could see it in his eyes, you could see it in his mannerisms, and which is never necessary, right? We're brothers, we're always gonna love him no matter what. But to see that kind of self-awareness and finally trying to come out of that dark phase in his life, it really opened my eyes, and it was like, okay, finally, this is Cole again. This is him coming back and all that stuff. And it was heartwarming too, especially, I can only imagine for my mom and, for the rest of the family, like grandparents and all, how much it touches them. And I won't cry or anything like that, but I could. Now, it feels like he's back to his old self as a kid. As a kid, just so funny, so much life. He's engaged again. He's cares. He wants to do everything and be with the family as much as possible, which that at a time was really not happening, where now it's like, yeah, we all get to be together again and spend as much time as possible and do things that matter most in life. Always being there for them, but also understanding that this is their journey. They have to do this for themselves. As a family member, your job is to support them and to show that love no matter what, because even those who might not be suffering from addiction have their highs and lows, and just no different in those situations. You want to be there for them. For someone who's struggling addiction, it might be a bumpier ride. It's not as clean as a journey or path, but to not lose sight of faith, because anything's possible with enough hard work and with enough time and true dedication. It can happen. Taking it one day at a time, I would definitely encourage that too. It's not just going to magically get better overnight. You're not going to go to any type of program, even if it's a month long, and then it's just you're gonna walk on out and it's just all gonna be easy peasy. Other than thank you, I don't know. It's been such an amazing journey for him to see where he is now, and I can't wait to see the future for him too. Thank God for everything that y'all have done. what I really respect about this place is you are giving all the tools for your clients to be able to truly better themselves for the future. This isn't, you're not just looking at getting them better for a week or a month or a year. It's about a lifelong betterment that everyone wants for themselves, whether you're an addict or not. But to be able to have a safe place that promotes so much healthy living, and thank God for Cornerstone and how amazing this type of facility is, that not only addresses the physical health side of it, but really dives into the mental health and making sure, okay, how do we not just get them right now, but how do we give them a lifelong of peace and tranquility, as of course happiness as well. Here at Cornerstone, I mean, you know, he had a full relapse, and instead of, you know, I could see a lot of programs, you know, taking that the wrong way or being like, okay, well, what we did failed. It's about understanding that we're all humans, and that, yeah, sometimes we're gonna fail, even at once we look like we're, you know, on top of the world and nothing can bring us down. It's those moments that will, you know, put you to the test to the fullest. Who's going to be there for you? Who's going to sit there with you and say, no, we're going to get through this again? And I do believe Cornerstone does that. You know, they're not just here for the short haul by any means. They're willing to step by step, go with this person all the way throughout their entire life to make sure that, you know, they're okay and that they're doing what's best for themselves and ultimately, you know, the rest of the environment too, because we want people here to, you know, be able to go about their lives and out into the communities and, you know, not just exist, but actually thrive. This program here has that little trick or that little niche that really is not just inspiring, it's motivating, it's just all around empowering. So